First Take. You know, for 1,297 games, LeBron James scored at least 10 points. Last night, with the game on the line and seconds left, he passed up the opportunity to keep it going and instead passed it to Rui Hachimura in the corner. He hit the game-winning three as time expired. LeBron finishes with 8 points, but the Lakers get an impressive win. And so here's LeBron on losing that record.
Now that the streak has ended for you, what feelings did you have, if any, about it ending?
None. We won.
You love it?
I do. This is one of the top 4 players in the history of basketball. I believe top 2. And I believe last night was a perfect example as of why that is. He's only been back for 6 games from the sciatica.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's not 100%. He's only averaging about 14 a game, shooting about 41% from the field, 26% from three-point range. Who cares? Mm-hmm. The bottom line is that it's not an aberration what he's done. What LeBron James did last night is what he's typically done throughout his career. Remember, he came into the league. Even as great as he was, nobody was looking at him as some straight bona fide scorer like an MJ or Kobe. He was mentioned in the same breath as somebody like Magic because he was willing to make the right play. And last night, that was the right play. Give a damn about double-digit scoring or whatever. He could do that in his sleep. He made the right play, hit Hachimura in the corner. They win the game. The Lakers are a top 2 seed in the Western Conference. And the other thing that it shows, because Austin Reeves is averaging 29 a game.
Yeah.
Averaging 29 a game on better than 50% shooting. I mean, this is something to behold. And you know Luka doing his thing, averaging 35. The Lakers are a top 2 seed in the Western Conference right now and putting everybody on notice that they're going to have some say. Now, it ain't going to happen against OKC. That's when the walls close in and reality comes setting in. But against anybody else, the Lakers can do it. They can get to the Western Conference Finals, and it's because of plays like that, because you got LeBron James showing that he's willing to do what it takes to win, because winning is the priority. Give credit where it's due.
This is exactly who LeBron James has been his entire career.
Exactly.
And those who love LeBron James has said this is why they believe he's the greatest player of all time. And people who early on in his career wanted to take away from that argument would say, well, he doesn't want to always take the big shot. LeBron James has never been about points. LeBron James has been about trying to win basketball games. And he's also always been about legacy. Here is what he understands about his legacy right now. As a scoring option, Luka Doncic is first. Austin Reeves is second. Even with 17 shots last night, he only had 8 points because that's honestly not what he needs to do now. LeBron James gets to be the third option on this team and show up exactly when this team needs him to. And that's what he did last night. Made the right play, which we've seen him do since we saw him play in Akron, Ohio. And I do believe, and obviously OKC is an absolute juggernaut. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best player in the entire world right now, along with Jokic, right? But what LeBron did last night showed us that this team will be able to compete in the Western Conference because of him being able to make the right play and having people around him now who can put the ball in the basket.
I throw Luka in that conversation too, though.
Yeah.
You got Luka, Jokic, and Shai?
Yeah, best in the world right now. The way Luka's going.
Go ahead, Cam.
I think with this display of basketball, it's not just about basketball here. I think in the world of me, in the world of I want the credit, hey, in the world of 3, 2, 1, everybody practices that in basketball. But in the world where everybody wants the me moment, LeBron James has even got crucified and criticized for not taking a shot when his response has always been a high IQ type of a response. He makes the right play. And if any young player sees this, if any individual in business sees this, do what it dictates you to do, not necessarily what you always want to do.
Remember a few weeks ago we were worried how LeBron, not worried, but people were mentioning how's LeBron going to fit in with this group. They're on a roll. They're scoring at will. And he was like, let me facilitate it when I need to. It's done. He is fit right in seamlessly.
Watch.
Not even a combo
He said he
anymore.
could play anywhere.
You got to watch LeBron and the Lakers in this regard. Austin Reeves is option number 2.
Yep.
because LeBron is allowing it. LeBron can score 27 a night, okay? The issue is that with Austin flowing and ascending, that's in the best interest of the Lakers. So LeBron is looking at it, I can fit in anytime I want to. Austin elevating like this with Luka doing what he's doing, that puts us in a better position. If at any moment LeBron needs to be that number 2, he knows that he can.
But that's the point, though, Stephen A. It also, he's still 40 years old.
That's right.
41, right? It gives me an opportunity that I don't have to go out here and beat my body up. I don't have to go out here and try to get to the rack for 82 games. And maybe in that game in the playoffs, when I need to, I have the reserves to do it.
Yeah, that's right. Gives him a little bit of a break. Coming up on First Take, Dallas playoff.
But he struggled from the field tonight. I think he was, 3 of 17? So he didn't have it going tonight. The last time Bron scored under 10 points, Twitter was less than a year old. Bronny was 2 years old. George W. Bush was the president. The iPhone didn't exist. Instagram didn't exist. Harry Potter series wasn't finished. Kevin Durant wasn't even in the NBA. Nick Saban had just left the Miami Dolphins.
Well, goddamn.
Let that sink in. That's how long ago it's been. 1,297 games.
Hey, what year was Nick Saban with the Dolphins? I remember him there because I remember the story.
2007, right?
Hey, please tell me you heard the stories about Junior Seau and him having problems with all the players with at the Dolphins because he was very strict.
His coaching style. He got to coach. He got to coach kids.
Hey, but Shannon Crowder told me some goddamn stories, boy. I'm talking about I was in tears. I'm talking about.
Ronnie Brown was there also. That's when they was running. I think that's when they was running.
Wildcat.
Was that the Wildcat when they was running the Wildcat or the next year? But anyway, LeBron James was 4-17, 0-5 from 3, which tells me he wasn't aggressive, Ocho. You know why I say he wasn't aggressive? Not one free throw attempt. But he did have 11 assists and no turnovers. AR had it going, 13 of 21, 5 of 11, 13 of 15. He had 10 assists, 5 rebounds.
Damn.
Remember, I told y'all Austin Reed's going to be an all-star.
So you think he'll make he's going to make the all-star?
Absolutely, 1,000%. He's averaging like 27 points a game.
Jeez.
And they're the number 2 seed in the West.
I have a question. Is he able to average that much because LeBron is taking a back seat and role and facilitating the ball as opposed to picking and choosing when to take over games or when to hurt himself?
With him and Luka. Yes, because the ball is mainly in him and Luka's hand, and LeBron is playing off the ball. So it's not very often that you're going to see a guy that's as credentialed as LeBron be the third option.
But
well, I mean, I guess Kareem theoretically was the third option by the time they got to with him and Magic and Worthy. But look, it's been a struggle for him. I think the thing is him not being able to train this offseason like he wants with that sciatica, missing as many games he did. He can only miss 2 more games. So I think it's out of his, he knows he can only miss another 2 games in order to be an all-NBA selection or make any of the teams. I think that's out the window now. I just think the thing is, and he's probably this is going to be the first year that he averages under 20 points a game. He'll probably be somewhere around 16 to 18 points a game, and I don't see him much. I don't see him playing past this year.
I mean, listen, I wouldn't make that call, this early. You have to remember, it's still very early in the season. And the fact that he wasn't able to have training camp, he might be bringing himself along very slow. Understanding that Reeves and Luka can carry the goddamn load and can pick and choose when he wants to insert himself into the game. And the fact that he has the self-awareness to not allow his pride or his ego to get in the way and being able to facilitate and picking and choosing and allowing the game to come to him. If the shot is there, I'm going to take it. If I'm out of rhythm like I was tonight and I wasn't able to get my shot flowing, I'm going to get everybody else involved. Most players, obviously those that are hungry, they're going to shoot it and keep on shooting no matter how many times they miss.
Well, he shot 17 times. I mean, he only had he had the second most shot attempts on the team. They just wasn't falling tonight, and his shot hadn't been there with the exception of maybe a handful of games. That game that he had 25, the shot. But other than that, it's been a struggle for him to find a rhythm, to get into a rhythm. Because look, Luka's dominating the ball. Luka's normally going to take about 10 to 12 shots in the first quarter. If you notice, Luka always gets off to a hot start. He's averaging somewhere between 16 and 20 points in a quarter. So he's getting a lot of the shots. Austin Reeves getting a lot of the shots. So it's kind of hard. He can do it. Like he said, the most important thing is for them to win. But it's tough. And look, I'm old enough to remember. I remember, excuse me, chat, when Jerry's streak got broken, consecutive games and passes. He was in Seattle, and it was sad. And he still holds that against Bill Callahan because he felt Callahan could have gave him an opportunity. What was Jerry's streak, like 270 games? I think it was like 270 games. I don't think anybody going to break it. I think Jerry had a catch for like 18 straight years.
Damn.
19. $200. Think about it, Ocho. He caught a pass in 274 consecutive games. From 85, December of 85 to 2004. You think somebody gonna break that record, Ocho?
Absolutely not. I mean, it'd be difficult.
Because first of all, you've got to play at least 19 seasons as a wide receiver. He's the only one that's ever done it.
Can you imagine catching the ball every goddamn game for that long? That long? Hold on.
No. Ocho, how many receivers have ever played 274 games? Let alone catching a pass. How many have played that many games?
And how many would be able to stay healthy that long to be able to even come close to breaking the goddamn record? Let alone playing 19 years or 20 or whatever it may be.
Hell, I think I played like 210 games.
Dang.
And he caught a pass.
Every one.
Every single game.
Crazy.
I remember when Pete Rose's streak got broken. He had a streak, I think it was 44 straight games.
Getting the hit. Well, you know how difficult that is?
Yeah. That's why Joe DiMaggio's streak ain't going to be broken. 56 games.
Woo.
Yep. And then he went out, and I think he had another streak where he went 17 straight games. But look, at the end of the day, when you say you play the right way, because had he taken the shot, you know what everybody was saying? He trying to keep that streak alive. He passed it up, make the game winning play where he was afraid to miss. He ain't got the killer. He's not an assassin. He's not a killer. So he's in an unattainable situation. Damn if he do, damn if he don't.
Yeah.
So it's they got to win. Rui hit a big time shot. Rui 12 points. He was 4-9, 2 or 3 from 3, none bigger than the one that he hit. DeAndre Ayton has been playing really well. I love the way DeAndre Ayton is playing defensively. He's sliding. He's getting isolated a lot. He was out isolated on Brandon Ingram. I thought he did an unbelievable job of sliding. I thought he did an unbelievable job of challenging. Obviously, at the rim, being able to put the ball in. He was 8 for 11. He had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks. You can live with that. You can live with that. But the streak is over. LeBron started another one.
Hey, hold on. And you know what? I just saw somebody in the chat, the chat going so goddamn fast. Somebody had the nerve to say, I know ain't nothing wrong with my eyes. Had the nerve to say, oh, LeBron is breaking down. I mean, I could have swore LeBron just averaged 25, 8, and what was it last year?
Yeah. He averaged 12. The first year that he was 24.7. So it was the first year that he didn't average 25 in 25 seasons, in 20 seasons. But 24, 8, and 7 ain't bad. This year, it looked like he's going to average somewhere between 16 and 18 points a game. But 16 and 18 points a game, when the most points anybody's ever. First of all, go look at Vince Carter, what he averaged in year 22. Go look at what anybody has ever averaged in year 20. Look at what somebody's averaged in year 19.
So
nobody's ever had these kind of numbers, and the likelihood of somebody doing it again is not very likely. He's 41. 41. Look at all the miles that he's got on those legs. All those playoff games, all those minutes played, they catch up with you. They absolutely do.
Even if it does catch up with him, somebody like that is 41, he's breaking down and still betting everybody else that gets even close to that milestone or that's played that long. You still averaging 16, which is probably going to be more than 16 once he continues to get his legs up underneath him. Hell, he's just coming back.
Who has the next closest streak, the most consecutive double-figure games? But it's somebody they're like 1,000 games short, maybe even more. Cooper Flag was 15 days old.